Yeah. Get that, get moving, get ready, get focused, get locked, get sharp, get steady, get rid of the noise, get out your feelings. Deadline coming. Get busy. Get crew, get cars, get money, get mission, get plans, get peace, get tunnel vision. Get up, get gone, get out of your city. Season coming. Get busy. Get busy. Get busy. Get busy. Talk is cheap when the work is gritty. Get busy. Everybody quits when it ain't too pretty. Get busy. Boss closing in, but they ain't gon' get me. Get busy. Robey said it. I woke up late, but I ain't slept much. Phone blowing up, I'm already fed up. Everybody needs me, everybody wants time, but nobody sees what it costs in my mind. One guy quit, 2 jobs moved, 3 people talking like they got something to prove. 4 missed calls and a text that says, can you call me back? We got problems again. Family needs balance, business needs gas. Bills keep coming in, the season moves fast. I'm trying to smile while the pressure stacks, trying to hold home while the dream fights back. I feel alone in a room full of noise. Everybody got opinions, but nobody got poise. They want the win, but they don't want the road. They want the shine at the weight of the low. So I cut the distractions, I tighten the plan. Wipe the sweat on my face, put the work in my hands. I don't need a pity party, don't need sympathy. I need one more gear and a little more grit in me. Get busy. Get that, get moving, get ready, get focused, get locked, get sharp, get steady, get rid of the noise, get out your feelings. Deadline coming. Get busy. Get crew, get calls, get money, get mission, get plans, get peace, get tunnel vision. Get up, get gone, get out of your city. Season coming. Get busy. Get busy. Get busy. Get busy. Talk is cheap when the work is gritty. Get busy. Everybody quits when it ain't too pretty. Get busy. Boss closing in, but they ain't gon' get me. Get busy. Robey said it.
Yes, you did.
I used to think everybody writing was real. To the deadline, came and exposed how they feel. Some went quiet, some went cold. Some got bitter when the truth got told. Some want credit, some want clout. Some want seats when the work sells out. Some want love when the lights come on, but they disappear when the heart parts long. That's why I'm careful who I let in the room. Some people bring peace, some people bring doom. Some people drain life, what they call it concern. Some people watch fires and never help it burn. I'm not mad, I'm just moving different. Less explaining, more execution. Less emotion, more discipline. Less distraction, more revolution. Kingdom radio in the background loud. Robey trying to make his people proud. No family balance, yeah, I feel that pain. But I'm fighting for a life where that can change. So I move with purpose, I move with speed. I move like the whole team depends on me. Cause when it gets heavy and the road gets sticky, that's not the time to fall. Get busy, get your head right, get your heart right, get your time back, get your spark right, get your crew straight, get your books clean, get your mind sharp, get your hands mean, get the lead call, get the quotes in, get the deal closed, get the rent spent, get the fear gone, get the doubt dead, get the work done, get it out your head. Get busy. Ain't nobody coming to save your city. Get busy. Build your dream before they call you crazy. Get that, get moving, get ready, get focused, get locked, get sharp, get steady, get rid of the noise, get out your feelings. Deadline coming. Get busy. Get crew, get calls, get money, get mission, get plans, get peace, get tunnel vision. Get up, get gone, get out of your city. Season coming. Get busy. Get busy. Get busy. Get busy. Talk is cheap when the work is gritty. Get busy. Everybody quits when it ain't too pretty. Get busy. Boss closing in, but they ain't gon' get me. Get busy. Kingdom radio.
Wow, it's like get busy. Yeah, that's not. I don't really hear that phrase that much around here. What about you, Lauren?
Oh, never.
Yeah, I like this one. I like this new one that we made right here. Welcome to the Christmas Light Installers Mastermind. Today's Wednesday. It's Hump Day. You know, today it is Mike. We have Mike Carey on Hump Day, 3 o'clock. He took vacation to be with here today. We have a special guest, Mr. Michael Carey from the Christmas Light Academy, but we're not starting with Christmas lights. Everybody asks about business, products, training, and installs. Today we're going way back, way back. And we're going to find out who Michael was before the ladders, the clips, the bulbs, and roof lines. We're talking about high school, first jobs, first cars, bad decisions, life lessons, and maybe a couple things that we wouldn't normally admit on the internet. But anyway, my name is Ron. I'm the team did Christmas lights at ChristmasContractor.com. I always got my beautiful wife here with me, Laura.
Hello. I'm afraid I gave him an energy drink before we started.
And we have some household projects going on. You might see the red walls behind us that you see on Facebook. But yeah, we're in the middle of home improvement, but it's always Christmas. We had a couple Chick-fil-A's approved. We just had 2 big HOAs. They have 4 more HOAs that just called a few minutes ago. So it's go, 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 go. And then once you get all those jobs, you're like, oh shit, I need to get the crews and get them trained up. And that's a whole nother level. And it's probably the biggest stall point of our business is how do you keep hiring 20 qualified people each and every year? And this next guest right here, Mr. Michael Carey, has a solution. What's up, Mike?
What's
up, bro? What's up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all pumped up, man. What's up in Florida? How's the weather down there? Are you in Oklahoma right now?
I'm actually in your backyard, man. I'm in Texas.
Get out of here. Where are you at in Texas?
I'm in Midland.
Midland.
Oh, that's not Texas. I'm just joking. Midland, Odessa, Permian Basin.
If this is
We in a
Texas,
hotel?
I'm in an apartment right now.
Oh, I thought you were taking cold showers outside like us.
I was. That was Oklahoma, though. That was it was a good experience.
Yeah, it's a very humbling experience, actually.
It is. You guys are back in the house though now, right?
No, we were just gone for about 5 days. Believe me, I couldn't keep this woman away from hot water that long.
Yeah, facts.
Rednecking it. Yeah, rednecking it. So, all right. So Laura's going to lead the show. She has a couple questions for you.
Oh, I'm the one.
Yeah. So I said last week I was so sick I could barely talk. So I said, all right, you lead the show. And then I said, okay, what questions? She's like, well, no, that I was.
I kept them a secret because Ron will take them away from me. He'll end up asking my questions, and I'm not stuck with them.
The question secret.
I did last week. I did. I was asked how nerdy he was, and this week.
Oh yeah, it was Tech Nerd Wednesday. It was Tech Nerd Wednesday last Wednesday.
Because May the 4th was right
and
there.
the great Christmas light fight. Yeah, they got canceled. Yeah. So anyway, so Michael Carey, what you been up to, bro?
Brother, I am all over the place. I'm just working, man. Working on the Christmas Light Academy, that Wire Caddy. Just enjoying the family, the kids. I mean, everything we love to do, you know, as parents.
Yeah. When you say you're enjoying the family, you're on vacation, or you're still working, or what are you doing?
Working right now. Working out of town.
Oh, okay. For your normal 9 to 5.
Yes, sir. As of right now, yeah.
I'm envious. I wish I had a 9 to 5 sometimes.
Don't kid yourself. He does not ever.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, we had a 9 to 5 when we first started, and thank God they grew so big that something had to give, and the 9 to 5 was it. That had to give. Because it's hard to work at a 9 to 5 during Christmas lights, man.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, so Michael Carey, let's get into it. Where'd you go to high school, brother?
Man, so I'm originally from Lakeland, Florida, which is like Central Florida.
Uh-huh.
I was born and raised there my whole life, probably until about 21 is when I hit the road and started traveling in construction, man. And that's where I grew up.
No, so you're in high school. So let me guess. You know, if you're listening online, you know, let's hear what your opinion is. But what do you think, Laura? You think Michael Carey? He's probably like an honor roll student, right? Or what do you think?
I think so.
You think so? What's the answer?
Completely opposite. Unfortunately, man, I was the bad kid in school, man.
Get out of here! No way!
Oh, I'm shocked.
Yeah.
You do not look like the bad boy.
Yeah, man. All my past friends, or childhood friends, from who they know me then to who I am now, man, is like completely different. I hear it all the time. It's pretty common, but.
All right, so he didn't get very good grades at school. Why not? Did you play sports or something?
I played baseball growing up, and then I was very introverted going into high school, and I quit playing baseball and I was pretty much a skateboarder my whole life, man. That was
weed smoking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Where did all that start?
Smoking or skateboarding?
Yeah, no, well, just like, where you start hanging around the kids that mom probably would suggest
bad
that
kids at the skate
you
park.
it's like, son, you're never going to amount to anything hanging around these kids here and that skateboard and stuff and those clothes you're wearing. And now here it is. You're only in the 9th grade. You're already smoking weed and cigarettes and drinking beer and hanging out with your friends. And, that is not going to get you anywhere in life. And then I look at you, right? You got this shit going on. But that's how it was, though. So when did you start slipping? As soon as you got to high school?
Yeah, pretty much freshman year.
Yeah. Freshman year, that's all it took. Yeah. See, Laura, when
Just
did you
like
start?
you.
Laura, when did you start smoking weed in school?
I never smoked weed.
Laura's
I was the good girl.
like the goody. She was a straight A.
I was a straight A's. Ron was a straight S.
Yeah. I barely graduated high school, bro. High school was like not something I was interested in at all. I never did homework ever in my life. I never did anything. It's just I didn't care about it. Just whatever the bare minimum was to get out. I mean, looking back at it now, I kind of regret it a little bit because I find myself learning new things like every single day, even like especially with ChatGPT. I'm learning stuff like, how did I not know how West Virginia and Virginia became West Virginia? How did I not know that? Like until like last week. Like, what high school did I not go to? This is ridiculous.
Right.
Like, no offense to North Stafford High School in Virginia, but come on, guys, you guys are raising a bunch of dummies.
You just didn't pay attention.
Yeah. Apparently, it was just me. Yeah. So anyway, so you were cheesing it until when did you get your own car in high school?
17. Actually, I started riding motorcycles first, man. I rode motorcycles
to school?
No, not to school. I didn't even have a car to school. I was bumming rides with my buddies all through high school.
So you weren't cheesing it?
Nah. But
You taking the cheese wagon. Yeah.
No, we were riding.
He had to ride with his buddies to get high before school.
No, he rode with his friends. They carpooled, and he just never his turn to drive. Yeah. That makes sense.
It's called a contact on the show,
Yeah, it's called contact. Yeah, it's like just going out a window or something.
Yeah, Cheech and Chong.
So when did you get your first car?
17.
17. So you already graduated, or are you still in school?
No. So I actually didn't get my first car until maybe 2021. But when I hit 18 is when I started riding motorcycles.
Oh,
cool.
So like right out of high school. My buddy's mom lent me like half the money for the other half that I needed.
Crotch rocket?
Yep.
Yeah. What kind did you have?
My first one was a Suzuki 500. So it wasn't nothing too like a baby bike.
Yeah, it's a female bike, isn't it?
Yeah. Eventually I moved into the, R6 and things like that.
And then you went to the R1 eventually, or?
No, then I finally got a car, man. I
was tire speed tickets.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I had the license plate thing where you could flip up the tag.
Yeah. Exactly. Like I can outrun those police. Shit, watch. I was like gassing it, like because I had an FZ1, which is like a Yamaha FZ1, it's like an R1.
Oh, yeah.
And then 3 reckless driving tickets later, it's like I had to spend 2 nights in jail or something for going over 100 miles an hour, and almost lost my license. And it was like, hello, McFly, get rid of that bike. You're gonna kill yourself or ruin everything you built. So just get rid of that. And that I rode 50,000 miles on that motorcycle before I got rid of it.
Wow.
And luckily someone bought it with a blown head gasket. But that was
Lord
that was I remember those days. But so what was your first car? What'd you get?
It was like an Acura TL, man. I bought it from a friend. Bumper was falling off.
Oh yeah.
I mean, talk about a beater.
It was an Acura TL though.
Yeah, it was a cool car. I think I only paid like $600-700 for it, so it worked.
I don't think they even made Acuras back when you were in school, Laura? Or did they have Acuras back then?
I don't know.
Yeah.
My ritzy friends had the Toyota Corollas.
Oh
and
yeah.
The Camrys. That was the two, or the Jeeps and the trucks.
Yeah. Let me see if I can look at this right here. So this is the car that the rich folks would drive right here. This car like this.
Oh.
You had something like this with the bumper falling off.
Yeah, it was all blue.
See, this one's smashed up too. So this one's got a little smashing on it already. And the right front quarter panel.
It's just a little crease.
It's a little fender
crease.
bender, no big deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had a '78 Monte Carlo, and so when I had that, it was like my parents, and I was like, you know what? It's a V8, so if it's a V8, that means it must be faster than a V6 or a V4. So we need to test this theory out and get drag race on my friends, after high school. And what's going to make it faster? If I go get this STP octane booster, so we can take this 93 and turn it into 104, because that makes the car faster, right? So, needless to say, that car broke for some reason. Me racing it or fucking racing it around town with a trailer hitch on it, yeah. But anyway, so that happened. Them things were like a boat, bro. Like if you reckon to someone, you could do 2-3 times worth of claim insurance. It was like a big thing. And then I remember the rear right brake didn't work. So if you had a panic stop, it was really overdoing it because the tires were all locked and screeching. But it was only 3 of the tires stopping, so it was like, you're like, no, it's over dramatic. It's just one of the brakes don't work. But other than that, it's a nice car, and I do appreciate my parents letting me drive that. But yeah, so that's that. And then, did you get any any altercations, any fights in school, anything like that?
Not really in school. More like
No?
once I was out of school partying and shit.
Yeah.
Definitely a couple scraps. Remember, I got pistol whipped one time.
No, what? Are you serious? Pistol
They
whips?
killed me, dude. They knocked me out.
In Florida?
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah,
crap!
I've only been in one fight in my life. This is really hard to believe. I've only been in one fight in my life, and it was at a karaoke bar that I had too much to drink, and I had a friend of mine that likes fighting, and I like talking shit. So I was talking
Perfect
shit
pair.
to the DJ, and I said, "Look, if you don't call my name to sing anytime in this near future, then my buddy's going to kick your ass." And that lasted for about 15 minutes before these 2 Marine Corps dudes went out and busted my buddy in the eye a couple times, and he was shipped off, fucking black eyes and everything. And then I'm like, I walked outside, like, damn, where'd my buddy go? Like, well, he just got his ass whipped outside. You want some too? I'm like, nah, let me get out of here. And I went outside, and these 2 Marines, I don't know if you know much about these Marines, but I was in the Air Force earlier in my career. I didn't think too highly of some of these guys at a young age. And so they were like, you want some too? And I'm like, man, just mind your damn business. I'm trying to get out of here and stuff. But whatever I said, it was the wrong thing. So he chased me around the car twice until I tripped and fell. And then he hit me once, and then I busted out cracked my front tooth and shit. And I got a black eye. Me and my buddy got black eyes. And I'm in the hospital with the stitches in the back of my head. That's the only time in my life I've ever been in a physical confrontation or fight ever. Never been in a fight. Usually when I see danger or it's like some kind of turmoil or confrontation, I try my best to go the other way. But that was the one time I messed up and didn't.
You started to run around in cars.
Yeah, I mean, you think about like where you are, and you have kids, right? And the kids are growing up, and we're like different people than we were in high school. Most of us are. And but you think about it, and it's like, man, you're gonna have a hard time pulling a fast one on me, because maybe some of these, grandma and grandpas that have kids, maybe they might have a blind eye to this stuff. But man, I am like way on the same wavelength as you, and it's gonna be very difficult to pull some shit on me.
Yeah.
And it's like that not just with your kids, but your workers too. It's like I can just tell by what they say and how they act. I can tell generally where they're from and what their life has been. And it's like, if I can tell, so can my customers.
I think the best part about that, though, having that struggle is like you can relate with your guys way better because you know where they came from. You're not just the boss. You can relate on a deeper level.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, sometimes you're not trying to relate with them on that level. You know what I'm saying?
But that's
Because
good.
that ain't a level that produces paychecks.
Yeah, that's true.
But you get words of wisdom for they can turn
So
their
you really
act
didn't
around.
get that much of an education, and it sounds like you weren't that concerned about, in school except for maybe skateboarding, riding with your friends, and hanging out, partying, and chasing women around, something like that. But then when you got to in your 20s, you're like, okay, now I can get me a motorcycle and a car, and then at some point your life starts getting together. Like, what happened there? Like when you finally what was the point that clicked? For me, it was I'm pregnant. And that was like, oh, okay, so you probably should put all these childish things down and stop working at Walmart, McDonald's, and get a real job and support your family like, you know, a real man should do. For me, that was the light bulb that clicked. But what was it for you?
Well, for me, I've been an entrepreneur my whole life. You know, I've had cutting grass since I was a little kid, man. But what really clicked is my friend got into this network marketing company, and he was doing like this MLM business, and it was definitely like a pyramid scheme for sure. But from all that, we got introduced to like Robert Kiyosaki and Rich Dad Poor Dad, and just Jim Rohn. Just dude, I like literally like re-brainwashed myself to all this positivity and like literally turned my whole life around.
That's awesome.
Hey, is my mic working? Can y'all hear this? If you're listening to the live, is my mic working?
Your audio is picked up somewhere else.
Your audio is being picked up somewhere else. Can y'all hear me? Can we hear this?
Thanks, cousin.
My cousin's saying that my mic's not being picked up. Can we hear this?
No.
Can you go to the live and confirm that you can hear my voice?
Sure.
Here, let me try here. Let me see.
Talk.
Yeah, I can hear myself. What the hell is he talking about?
Talk. I can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear myself. What the
There you
hell is he talking about? All right. Well,
Sorry,
yeah,
go
it does. He's right. It does sound like it's not being picked up here. Sounds like it's in a can or something.
You might be picking up through mine.
How about now? We sounding better now, cousin Dan? That's Dan Scott from the Rock and Roll Rebel show. He's you're helping me out here. Let's see. How about like this? Is it doing better now?
That's just getting out of my head. That's good.
All right. So I don't know if I'm not doing this right. Apologize, but
Moving right along.
we're doing better anyway. Yeah, just technical difficulties. Yeah, who would have thought that? I can't figure out how to get my audio correct.
We were
Anyway,
missing stuff.
back to what we were saying. Continue, please.
So his life totally turned around, and
Yeah, your life turned. I didn't mean to cut off. Yeah.
positivity.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what changed everything for me. But I was working at McDonald's at the time, still a stoner, pothead, everything like that.
McDonald's.
Oh yeah. But I was looking at like either becoming a manager at McDonald's, or my dad, who's been in this construction trade his whole life, was like, hey, you want to come to Tallahassee and work with me, man? I can get you more money and this and teach you the trade. And the opportunity to go work with my dad, couldn't turn it down. So that's where I ended up, man.
Oh yeah. All right. So he was working at McDonald's. I worked at McDonald's. It was actually one of my favorite jobs I ever worked at. Well, when's the first time you got fired?
I don't think I've ever been fired, man.
Get out of here. You hear this shit? He's lying. There's no way he's never been fired. No way. No way.
No, I've never been fired, man, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
You just quit.
I just quit. I'm usually out before they can fire me, to be honest.
Oh yeah. So you say, look, I quit before I get fired kind of stuff?
No, I mean, I've been traveling in construction for so many years that once we start seeing the job start slowing down, we're usually looking for the next one, and we'll usually head out before we get laid off and go right into
You've seen it coming. See it coming.
Yeah, yeah. Once you're doing it for so long, you can know like how much time you got left on a job. Construction, you're literally working yourself out of a job every time.
Yeah.
You know, you're building the building, and once the building's done, you're out of there. You know.
All right, but hopefully this fixes it. Sorry, man, I turned the noise canceling off. So having good audio is very important. It sounds good to me, but it must be something with StreamYard that's pushing it out wrong. Anyway, all right. So you never been fired. What about you? Laura's been fired, right, Laura?
I was laid off once.
Laid off.
Well, that's not true. At Applebee's, I had gotten sick, and they told me not to come back unless I had a doctor's note. And I didn't do that, so I didn't go back. And then I was laid off.
Yeah.
I was laid off from Sunoco.
The Sunoco.
But we got bought out, and then they kept us for 3 months and they started laying us all off. So
Yeah, I quit a couple jobs, but pretty much every job, if I didn't quit, I was fired. I was fired from pretty much every job I've ever worked for in my life. Because they all run their course, or you lose interest, or whatever. So, yeah, every single place I've ever worked at in my life, I've been fired. And
I mean, where else have you worked? You said you were in the Air Force.
yeah, so yeah, I got fired from that. I got was in the I worked at Burger King was the first job. So Burger King was like a family friend, and you know, like you're only supposed to work like so many hours, like in high school, like you can only clock in at 3, and you can't work past 9 or something like that.
Yeah.
So I was working 38 hours a week, and I would like close the store even though I wasn't supposed to. So my check was like huge, like $300 for 2 weeks or something. Or maybe it was $550 or something, but I was working 4 nights a week and I was closing until 2 in the morning. And my girlfriend at the time was like, you know, this is not good for you that you're working and trying to make this money and you're like not doing good in school and you're sleeping in class so you can close down Burger King and stuff. I'm going to college and I want to do something with my life, but clearly you don't have any plans for anything except for working at Burger King. So then I got fired later on. It's like, see, I'm not working at Burger King. Or maybe I quit, or maybe, I don't know what it was, but I left Burger King and then I worked at this, like a grocery store kind of place. It's called like Food Line. And that when I worked there until I wanted to take a day off and go to a party or hang out with some chick one night that was interested in me, and then that didn't work out. But definitely learned my lesson. Then I went to the Air Force, that didn't work out. And then I went to the moving company, that didn't work out. And I went to the soda company, that didn't work out. Then I was a milkman for 10 years, and then that didn't work out. And then I drove trucks for Martin Brower, tractor trailers for McDonald's, pretty much, and Chipotle, which they also own. That didn't work out. And then I got into the car business, and I thought I would sell cars, and then you definitely get fired every month from that business. Then I moved to Texas, back into the car business, and then surely got fired there every place I went. And then got into the door knocking business, where I also figured out a way to lose my employment. And then I got into the roofing business. And then I just said, fuck it, I'm just gonna start my own business, because this getting fired shit and having to deal with another terrible Christmas, that ended, and then now I do my own thing. But yeah, working for other people just never worked out for me, brother. And I don't know what it is. I think it's me. But yeah.
the common denominator.
I would say for somebody where you're at now, man, that's a cool story, man. I would have never guessed that.
Yeah, well, if you knew me very well, you'd guess it. Yeah, you're like, this dude has a problem with authority. It's the problem.
Right.
He doesn't want anyone telling him what to do. And to be perfectly honest with you, that's the thing I love about America, is that if you want a life that you don't want to work during the day and you want to work night, you can figure it out. If you want to stay at home with your kids and figure out a way to be a stay-at-home parent, you can do that. You can do whatever you want. And that's the great thing. You can carve out any life you want. And I've carved out one that we just work in the off season, in the Christmas season for 3.5 months, and we pretty much can take most of the year off. And that's the life we live. And most people don't understand the struggle that we go through in season and what's up with these 16-hour days. And how come you can't hang out for Halloween and go trick-or-treating? And why aren't we hanging out a week for Thanksgiving and all this other shit? And it's just like, these are the sacrifices that I do so that way I can live this other life. I mean, that's the work-life balance for me. And, a lot of people don't understand that, but that's the sacrifice you have to do to live this life that we carved out for ourselves. But, that's Christmas lights, and you know a little bit about that now.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully, I'll get to that goal and be able to do the same.
I seen you doing some stuff on Facebook during Christmas. I was like, damn, the dude's out there doing some big ass jobs.
Yeah, we're getting.
You did some big jobs.
We're growing. To be honest, I'm actually glad that I haven't scaled like above and beyond like overnight, because dude, each year I've learned so much stuff and it's helped me become just better and better. So now that we are growing, I have the knowledge and the resources to really take it to the next level.
Hey, you got it playing back.
Not here. I'm just making sure that the sound was working. I'm listening. He's glad he didn't scale, Ben, because he's learning new stuff every year. I mean, but if you max out every single year, and like I said, the easiest thing to do is to double the first year. So you did 20 houses, and then you're going to do 40. You're going to double whatever you did, and then you go 40, then you go 80, and then you go 80, then you go 160, then you go 160, you go 320. You know, at some point, it's hard to keep doubling, and then you're learning your lessons every single year. You're like, if I could have done this season over again, I would do this differently, but it's too late to make those changes. You know, here's now that I had time to deliberate and do my taxes and really dissect what the problem was, I really see that these are the parts that was just a waste of time and effort. This was people that I hired that was a complete waste because I didn't realize they weren't worth the shit until, you know, a week and a half. And then somehow you just have to have someone there at that job, or else, you know, something bad's going to happen. So you're desperate and they're taking advantage of you. You say, man, as soon as I don't need you, I'm going to get rid of you. But you just never not need them until it's over. You're like, shit, I should have did something different, right? And that is kind of what it is. And you learn, like, you've seen this, like, whenever a relationship ends, no matter if it's a professional or personal, were there signs? You've seen there were signs, and you just ignored them all because you had to get this shit done. And then when you look back at hindsight 2020, you're like, you know what, next time I should have done it like this. And then our season is full of that. You know, if I would have just did it this way, or if I would have just changed this, that would have changed everything. And it's a laundry list of these things that if you worked on every single one of those in the off season, it's really like setting up dominoes, and you could really capitalize if you took it seriously. But it's hard to say no to someone who wants to pay you $2,000 for this project and say, no, I don't want your $2,000 or $10,000. I'm focusing on Christmas lights only. It's very tough to say no to those. And that's what prevents you from growing is I need to eat what I kill. I need to continue bringing money into the family because I don't have enough to just not work all year. And then chasing that smaller amounts of money in the off season, that's what prevents you from being super successful in Christmas lights where you don't need to. So it's like, but I can totally understand it. Who can go 3 months without receiving a paycheck? You know, so it takes a while to get there. But once you get there, we stopped working in September, and then we stopped working in August. So we started working in February 1st, and then we would stop like in August. And then we worked February 1st and stopped in July the last year, right?
Oh, yeah.
Then we moved into this house. It's like, start working for 3 months? For what? You know, then you're telling all these people trying to call for a fence and stuff in August. And like, hey, I got this $20,000 project. And you're like, shit, I really want to do it. But I got to get ready for these 600 Christmas lights.
Yeah.
And that shit ain't gonna magically happen. And what I noticed is when we did fencing, the fences you would make like maybe $1,300 a fence, maybe profit, and you could do one every other day. So you're doing 2-3 a week, and you're like, man, that's $3,000 maybe or something. But in the Christmas business, I can build 25 fences a day. So if I just take it seriously, and one day I can do what I did in a whole week and a half, or maybe something I did in 2 weeks I can do in one day in Christmas lights. And then just that's how I justify. I know it sucks saying no, but when you look at the big picture, that's the bottleneck that's keeping you from getting there. That forest, those seeds have turned into trees, and those trees have grown babies, and it turned into like a forest, and it's hard to see what the hell you're doing. And then, but neither one of those trees are going to grow until you get rid of one of them, and then the other one can grow because you're maxed out thinking you can do 3 things great at the same time. And that's where it was for us when we moved into this house, and that's why we quit doing anything but Christmas. And it was a great decision, but if you ask us during December or November, the answer that Laura will give you might be the opposite of that. I hate this. This is my last year. I'm so done with Christmas lights. I'm done with this. I don't even want to do Christmas ever again. And then I lied to myself that I'm going to be a professional podcast person then. And then, you know, obviously there's no money in that. So you're back to work in August again.
Yeah.
So hiring, dude. hiring is numero uno. Anyone who knows about getting someone to jump up onto the roof, there's a reason why the customers call you. It's because the shit's dangerous and difficult, and the customer, who is a man, and a man of the house, and a man with means, and a man that has pride, would rather just pay someone than get up there and risk it to go up there. So that's the preface of it. And you're trying to find a man that doesn't mind getting up there, or he's comfortable getting up there, and he wants to do the job, or he says he can do the job. He's lying to you saying that he's done it before. And then you're trying to weed through that and say, is this guy serious? And I would almost rather you say, I've never done it before, but I'm teachable, coachable, and trainable. But they lie to you because they want to get the job, and they can work all the hours. And yeah, my wife doesn't care if I'm working 15 hours a day. Yeah, I mean, they always say that. But then you go through the training, and you have this training thing, and then a few days later when they quit, you're mad. And you're not mad at them for quitting. You're mad that you wasted 3 days training this son of a bitch who left and quit. And
Right.
you wasted 3 days of your time training this guy for no reason. And that's what I think a good segue into what you created. I believe it was with AI, it looks like. But you did this like before AI was really that popular. And you created this whole training thing and training program. And now it's turned into be like an industry staple. The Christmas Light Academy, right? Tell us about that, because you are working a full-time job and running Christmas and building these softwares and systems. I mean, that shit's got to be, not many people even take the time to do something like that.
Yeah. So, man, I everybody that knows me is like, dude, you work too much. And for me, it's not even work. I mean, it is work. You know, I do work my
Labor
heart
of
off.
love.
But dude, I enjoy it, man. When I got into Christmas lights, I seen that flaw of, you know, I was binge watching everything that I could find when I first got into this, man. I was YouTube everywhere, man. Jason Guyman, Zimmerman. I mean, everybody, dude. I was watching whatever I could. And I just realized, like, dude, every job I've been on, I've gone through some type of onboarding. Like, and I always use McDonald's. You know, when you get hired at McDonald's, you don't just get thrown on the grill. You go through an onboarding process to learn what the burger is, how it goes together, and all this
Depends on
stuff.
what McDonald's you worked at.
Well,
I'm messing with you.
at least I did. But I'm like, so damn, I get into Christmas lights, and then year 2, I'm growing, I'm bringing guys on, and I'm just like, dude, there is nothing for employee onboarding. Like, there's online trainings, or there's like in-person training events and all this stuff, but who's got time to stop and send guys out of state or to some training event to learn how to do Christmas lights? And then they're just temporary guys. Like, to me, it just never made sense. So I was like, dude, I really just want to dedicate all my time and my energy and build a platform, which became the Christmas Light Academy, and have basically every Christmas light company could have their employee training on there and have a system. So that way, when they do hire somebody, they can be onboarded on a mobile app, English and Spanish, and it's a repeatable system and a process. If they quit in 3 days, what'd you lose? A couple hours of them watching some videos? Put the next one through it and keep the ball rolling. I think it's just that's where I've been at, is just really focusing on building up this platform to be a good resource for the industry, man. It's not about Michael Carey and his training. It's really about every company and their training and their onboarding.
Yeah, I was doing a ChatGPT. You do that a lot, ChatGPT?
Oh, every day, dude. That is my number one tool.
Yeah, it's like you have the smartest person in the world that's always, 24 hours a day, they're always ready to help you out or do whatever to help you out. Why would you not put that tool in your toolbox?
Absolutely.
Why would you not? Oh, yeah. Look, Michael Gray. Look at this. Michael Gray's already got some tips. Everybody's throwing some tips in there.
Brian Gray.
Brian Gray. What'd I say?
Brian,
yeah. Brian Gray. Biggest tip. My biggest tip. Install for the takedown, baby. That's so true. Install for the takedown. I did a ChatGPT search, and I was just trying to wonder who is the best Christmas light installation trainer in the country. And I didn't think for like 1 second that maybe I would be there, because I don't offer training and nothing like that. But it came out with this list, and guess who the first person is? That the number one trainer in the whole entire country, according to ChatGPT.
Jason Guy.
No, not Guyman. It's actually Clippa, Matt Hayden.
Okay, yeah, cool. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
So yeah, Matt Hayden was number 1, and then Guyman was like 3, and then some other dude from someplace that allegedly is a trainer, and he might have been 2, and from the decor group, whatever. But the OG, who was the OG of the Christmas lights and who started it or something, and he was in there too. But then number 4 was this guy named Michael Carey. I said, "Get out of here! No way!"
No, hey,
Number
no shit.
4.
My name.
Dude, I went rank. I said, yeah. Rank the top 10, and then your name was number 4. I said, "Get out of here! You're kidding me!" In the whole
SEO.
country. The SEO's banging,
SEO's
dog.
working.
The SEO's banging. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, I got it up in the screen right here. I mean, we can see what it's going to say, but rank the top 10. And I got it on deep thinking. Every time I do it, it's always deep thinking. But yeah, I came up with Michael Carey. I said, no way, this dude is number 4 in the whole country, according to ChatGPT. But anyway, I'll show it in a second when it comes up there. But yeah, number 4 in the country. That's crazy. It's the Christmas Light Academy.
Yeah. And that's the goal, is to build a platform, man. Of course, I got to be the face and represent it. But at the end of the day, where we're at now with the Christmas Light Academy is like, bro, we're building people's custom branded training programs. So it's not like it's my training. We're basically coming in as like a third party, getting all their company information, building their exact SOPs from like morning routine, takedown process, reinstall process, how you label. I mean, dude, everything that's for your business, and we build out your training program, and then we just put it on our app.
Dude, you got it going on. And I see that you're traveling all around the country, all these trade shows too. You were at Light It Up Expo, and you did a couple of them.
Yeah, I try to, man. That's been, I just love meeting other people that I can relate to. It's hard to relate to just the everyday guy on the street, because all I like to talk about is Christmas lights and business stuff, man. So
same.
Yeah.
It's really difficult to find someone who even does Christmas lights, and they do it on any significant level versus a few people down the street. Like a professional Christmas light installer, it's such a fast-paced industry that you really have to have your stuff together to do it, that very few people even understand it. And then other people, there's no way they could do it because they would never devote the time to do it. It's a long hour, high pressure, high stress type of thing that you have to be very organized. And if you're not, you're going to pay for it every day, how unorganized you are. And no matter how much you teach somebody, just some people just don't have it in them to lead or, to manage money correctly. Like you couldn't give them, hey, here's $80,000 and I want you to use it and stuff like that for over the next 4 months. They'd be in Vegas, or they'd be screwing off, or they would take their foot off the gas because they feel like they have enough money. They don't need to work that much harder next week or something. It just, people don't have that discipline over themselves to even be successful in this industry. In my opinion, that's why there's only a few people really doing it on a big level. Plus, it's such a niche industry. That it's not like, oh, there's such a huge pool of people who install Christmas lights. I'm sure it is, but not like on a professional one where you have more than five employees. There's not that many companies that are doing it. There are some, but I wouldn't say it's thousands and thousands, in my opinion. And when you meet someone, you go to these trade shows, and it's full of these people and they don't even have to be on your level. They're doing it, and they're running a business. That's all they think about is business. And they offer a similar same service that you do. It's like, oh my God, I can sit there and talk to these people all day because the only thing you're getting is your wife telling you work too much, and your friends telling you work too much, and your friends and your family members, I've just been thinking that you need to probably spend more time with your family and all this other nonsense. And you're like, no one's really having a talk with you about, I'm going through the same thing too. I'm trying to build my business and be successful just like you. And it's refreshing to be around people like that. We did that in Orlando. You said you live 10 minutes away from Orlando?
No, I said I live like about 15 minutes away from Universal Studios.
Universal Studios, where we were. See, but you weren't there at the time.
No, I was in Oklahoma, or I would have
Yeah.
came looking for you.
Yeah, no, I was like, well, if you're 15 minutes down the road, where you is? You know, so
Right.
you must be gone. Yeah, but that was just a group of people, and nobody was really in Christmas lights either. But they were just young entrepreneurs who were paying this guy for training or whatever, you know, like a business coach or something. So it was just a couple of people who got together, and we just had him on the podcast the week before. So I just was seeing what the hell he was doing. Going to Universal Studios, not a big deal for us. So we went out there and just kind of listened to it, and it was just nice to be in a group of people, and they weren't even Christmas guys. They were just business entrepreneurs that were trying to, you know, figure out how to grow their business. That was a fun room to be in. That's the first time we were actually in a room with non-Christmas people, but they're just business people that are trying to advance and, you know, help their business out. It's just nice to be surrounded with people that have a fire for, you know, business growth. That's my kind of crowd in my room.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. So you're training people how to do business, how to do Christmas business, how to train smarter, hire better, and grow without the chaos. And chaos is exactly what life is if you don't have your guys trained very well, or if you don't know how to work with multiple crews. Life can be pretty chaotic, I would say. So tell me, in your experience, do you have your workers? You hire some workers. Do you have them just watch this, or what else do you do in addition to this?
So I just have them watch this, and actually, so here's how.
We're not talking about the website. We're talking about you log into the portal and all that.
Right.
Yeah.
This is how I use it. Everybody could use it a little bit differently, but typically I hire guys at different times. I don't do like a group training.
Okay.
So I'll do their hiring, onboarding. You know, I do all their hiring paperwork, get it all sent over to the payroll company, and then I register them for our training program. And I tell them, hey, just go home, do it at the house. I'll give you $100 cash because it takes about 4 hours. And there's a quiz at the end that they take. And I say, once you bring me back the certification of completion that you've done it and you've gone through it, then I'll give you your company shirts and everything like that, and you'll be ready for your first day. And, you know, the guys that I hire, they definitely want to work. They want to do the job the best they can. So they do watch the videos. They do go through and really take the time to learn it because they want to do a good job on their first day. And it's funny to see them show up and already have a really good understanding of like, okay, first thing I need to do, I need to check for the outlet. I need to check, make sure it's got power. We're going to figure out how we're going to run the lights. Like they show up ready, man. Like obviously they need on-the-job training. You know, you need to set up a ladder. You need to go through the process. But like this just lays the whole foundation for like every material we use, ladder safety, roof safety, how our labeling system works. Like just, I don't have to explain really hardly very much stuff on the job on the first day.
That's great.
It's awesome. We did that. Oh my gosh, Kingdom Christmas Lights is on a list of suppliers.
I think I need
it's not like ChristmasContractor.com or anything, but he's got Kingdom Christmas Lights in Houston on there.
Actually, it is Christmas. I need to update it because I
thought you got Christmas Light Contract. Whoa, hold up. I can see how I should be above them. I totally get that. But Kingdom Christmas, yeah, it's actually ChristmasContractor.com. But yeah, I like this.
Click the link.
Oh, it comes to my business website where we offer. Wait, let me hear you. I click the link and it goes to my business website where we offer services. I did that. Get a free quote.
I'll update it. I put that like a year ago, dude.
It's great. I love it.
No, I'm offended. I'm offended completely. I mean, you can shop now and then you can probably get there from here. Okay, now we're talking. Okay, now okay. So we were not friends, but now we're friends again. Here it is, right?
I want to add more people on there, man. Anyone who I've gotten value out of is why I put that on there. You know, I don't really talk to the Christmas Light Contractor guys, man, but I've learned so much from Fred and Zimmerman just online. Yeah, dude, just being in their group, man. I'm not very like active in there, but
you're in the group.
Yeah, I'm in the group. I'm pretty quiet. I'm chilling.
I posted one video. They kicked my ass out.
Yeah.
Fred. If it
No,
was
I don't
Fred.
post. I don't post in there unless I'm.
Oh.
I might make a comment here and there if I can add some value to somebody's question, but other than that, I'm pretty to myself.
Yeah, I always think like everything happens for a reason. So like, when I got kicked out, they wouldn't let me post these videos I was trying to make, and it would take so long to make a damn video back in the day. But I would make a video, and I would say, shit, I can put it in front of more people if I just put it in these guys' group, because then people will think I'm cool and I'm doing cool stuff. And then I would post it, and then they fucking kick me out. And then I'm like, well, no, none of my friends care about Christmas lights. I don't have any friends that care about Christmas lights. So now what do I do with all these videos? Excuse me.
That's how your group got started.
So that's when I started the group. It's like everything happens for a reason.
One of the best groups, by the way.
You think so? Yeah. Well, I'm kind of real with you, right? So I remember there was a time where when we first started the group, it was only like 20 people. And it was just my mentors, like people who I thought were my mentors. And I just wanted them in the group. But my mentors didn't go along with each other. And they were just mentors in certain areas. Like this one's really good at RGB, and this one's good at business growth, and this one's good at hiring, and this one's good at permanent lighting, and this one's a successful guy who runs multiple companies, and this one is just a positive attitude guy that he's like a mentor for someone who always has a positive attitude. So these guys were together, but then the guys didn't get along with each other and something else, and I didn't realize all that. And then I was in a situation with a vendor that would always tell me to don't post that. Dude, I seen what you just posted on Facebook. Don't post that. Take that down. No, you can't say that. No, you're going to offend this person and that. Take that down. No, remove that post. And every time I post something, I would feel like this. Oh my God, I'm probably going to get a phone call or text message on this one or that one. And then I felt like I was being censored by the vendor. And then I was like, you know what? Just lose my number. Don't talk to me. I don't need to do business with you. Don't ever fucking tell me what to do ever again. I'll post whatever I want to, and I don't have a boss, and that's it. And then that ruined a vendor relationship. But at the end of the day, don't tell me what to say. Dude, I'm your customer, not the other way around. You're not my boss. And
I feel like
you feel that, or you feel that? You feel what I'm saying?
I feel like your group is like an uncensored Christmas light group. Like you can go and roast somebody, which is what we need in this world, man. Too many people. Bro.
Well, it's supposed to be fun.
Right.
It's supposed to be fun. When you meet these guys, there's a lot of cool guys. Jimmy Tompkins is one. If you ever meet this dude in person, I know you probably know, but for those of you who've never met this guy, if you ever meet Jimmy Tompkins in person, he's just the coolest freaking dude to talk to. And no matter what topic you're talking about, he knows everything about it. Like you're like, oh man, did you hear about this and this? You're thinking you got some trade secret information. Oh yeah, I know about this and that. He knows about everything. He's a great person to have in your back pocket, in your speed dial or something. Jimmy Tompkins, he's one of my favorite that Laura and I've met. Ryan's a nice guy. Even though he's not in the Christmas business, but he's a nice guy. There's a lot of people that we met, and then there's also people that we met that they're cooler on Facebook than in person. They're cooler on Facebook than in person. So we met some guys like that too, but at the end of the day, just the Christmas business is fantastic, but there is a little cutthroat when you get into the distribution part. So I don't recommend that people gallop into distribution unless you want to take the Christmas out of the business, because it does get very competitive. But the people who do it, even distributors who are in competition with us, we're like best friends here locally, because they're doing the same thing you're doing, and then no one else is doing it like that. So David Merle, they're like really good family friends of ours now. We become best friends, even though we're fierce competitors over the same customers right down the street. But we don't see it like that. We're very friendly with it, and I like more of that kind of stuff to happen in our industry.
Yeah, I like David.
Right? Yeah, no, David. Yeah, he actually won the Christmas Light Academy. I think it was a lifetime membership last year. Yeah. And I remember he called me halfway through the season. He goes, "Can you call Mike and ask him how you get logged into this thing?" And then I was like, "He didn't give you the username, password, or nothing like this." Oh, he did, but how do you turn on the computer. I mean, I think that's what he was trying to say, because he doesn't. He does everything through a cell phone, and then he had a bunch of guys in front of him that were coming the next day. And he's like, "How do you like make them watch it?" Or he just couldn't figure it out.
It's
And
very
it seemed
simple.
pretty self-explanatory.
It is
like
very
you
simple.
Just sit in front of your workstation and have them do this, or send them a link or something. But he just couldn't figure that. But he's from Arkansas. He's from Arkansas. So you got to give him a little break. You know what I mean? You have to consider these things. It's like you have to put. There's a toggle thing up top of the Christmas Light Academy. You have to toggle from Arkansas, and then it brings you a more broken down list of it.
Dang. Yeah, we use ChatGPT to break that down into Arkansas.
Terrible.
The new Arkansas edition of.
Yeah.
No, I'm just joking. If you're from Arkansas, we love you. I'm just joking. Dave's a friend of mine. We can joke around like that. Anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, so user friendly. I thought it was pretty easy to use, even though we didn't have any of our workers use it. But I want to see someone who actually has a business model that they do have people using it, and see like in what setting, because we do mass interviews. Do you have them do it at their house, or like while they're in your shop, or what?
Yeah, they do it at home. They come back.
Yeah, I tell them do it at home. This year we'll probably do it in the shop, but who knows? That's just what's worked for me the past year. Was just like, hey, do it. Once you bring me a certification, I'll give you your shirts, and you'll be good to go.
Yeah, so I always make them wear a red shirt, and then once they complete their first job, then they earn the shirt.
I like that.
Don't even think about looking at them hats. Hats are for players, dog.
One thing about David, because he did win that last year, we actually, I upgraded him, man. So we're doing a fully custom branded training program for his Lone Star install company. So
for real?
Now it's got his logos. It's got everything on there for him.
I didn't see shit for Kingdom. Did you, man? Lauren?
I guess you didn't ask.
Michael Carey, you must got us off this Santa's nice list.
You've been naughty.
No, this is it's kind of new, man. It's kind of new.
Yeah, you asked me about it. You said, "Hey, can you take a look at it?" And I looked at it, and it looked like an affiliate program that you having people help push it. And I seen a couple. I was looking online. I seen some other guys doing something similar, like CRMs and a couple little kids out there doing training. There's some kid that's driving up from Dallas today to meet up with us, but he did Christmas lights for 1 year, and then now he's a trainer. Last year, he had 50 people. 50 people showed up to this dude's training because it's like a social media influencer. But he only had like 1 year of experience doing Christmas lights. And I'm looking at all these people like, damn, dog, go ahead with your bad self. And this year he's like, I think I'm going to have 200 people show up to training this year. And it doesn't take much to train, but it helps that the person who is making the content has a little bit of experience, right? But a lot of people are getting into training. You notice that too?
I think my biggest thing, at least what differentiates us from everybody else, is everybody wants to teach you how to start a Christmas light business. The biggest thing with us is we are all employee onboarding focused, building your custom SOPs in the videos. So that's the biggest thing with us. We're the only ones who do what we do, So it does take me a little bit more in effort and energy to actually get people to understand what it is that we do, because it's such a new thing for the industry. It's not like what I do has been around. Like I'm kind of paving the way through the forest.
I like that. I mean, what's the guy, Sean Day? He's like he does hiring or something like that. I listen to him talk, and I'm like, damn, dude, he's got some really freaking good points for hiring people. And it's no secret that in November, it's not hard to sell a Christmas light job. Like SEO people, hey, I can get you a bunch of leads. I don't need a bunch of leads. I got freaking leads all over the place. Everyone wants Christmas lights. You're trying to sell them for, that you can make a profit off of it. But selling them and finding someone who needs Christmas lights is not difficult. It's finding the people to actually do the job. And then when you find them, how quickly can you teach them? Because you're so damn busy, you don't have time to allocate. Like it's September when I taught that group of people that didn't work out. And then now I need to hire someone else, and I don't have time to personally teach you, but I guess I should, because it's important that someone's representing your company in a professional way out there. So you can say they pass a sniff test, or I always say, like, I trust them around my kids. Because if I don't trust this person around my kids, I don't trust you around my customers. I mean, that's where I draw the line. Because if I'm like, I don't know, there's some questions, I don't want them around my, around my family-owned business, then that right there, I can't have you around my customers either. That's where we draw the line, right, bud?
Yeah.
But, because my business is my baby, and without my business, then my family would be starving to death, homeless. So it's very important to me, and who I choose is very important. And once you choose them, because they have the right attitude, they look the right way, they don't give off any red flags, and they seem like they have some training, then it's like, okay, ride with this guy. But then the guy's like, man, I don't want him riding with me. And shit, this already not doing nothing, my friend. And then you're like, okay, so how do I get this guy trained up, right? And then it's like, okay, where the hell was the username and password for the, this? And I brain farted last year, but I need to get that together and incorporate it into our training process.
I would.
Right?
I would do the custom branded one. So it shows Kingdom Christmas lights. It shows when the guys are supposed to show up, how to dress, how to talk to customers, what CRM you use. Like, dude, everything's in there tailored for your business. So it's no longer feels like a third party. I had to start. Now it feels like an internal onboarding system for your company. So
because I'm in the middle of building a payroll calculator right now. So there's an employee onboarding, and then once you have them into your system, you have a pay structure. We pay by the foot. We pay by this. So as soon as we use Jobber, you assign the job. Then it brings out this thing into a gamified, whenever they can see that, and then they upload the pictures and everything. And as soon as they close the job, then it automatically sends an updated where you get the Zapier, where it shows the updated that goes to this Google Sheet, and then after the invoice is created, then it submits it for payroll and which one of the services and how much the pay was. It is the paychecks. Because when the guys turn in their payroll after 3 or 4 days, they've probably done 20 some houses that you got to sit there and double check all that. Payroll's a full-time job, so we just got that this year. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's totally automated now through AI. And now if I can get the training done and put it all together, but my God, I mean, Joey's working on like a CRM that he's making, that he has it all integrated together. He's been working on that shit till 4 o'clock in the morning for the last 3.5 months, and he still is only halfway there. And I'm telling you, this guy is like super fast and super smart. He still is only halfway there, and I'm like, I don't know if I got that in me.
And this is what we do in the off season.
I don't know if I can do it. It sounds like a lot.
it is a lot.
Like real estate.
Yeah. Oh, it's like real estate. You don't know about that one, dude.
You can't release something now half-assed, man. You know what I mean? It's got to be ready to roll. If you're gonna share it, it's got to be ready.
And it has to be easily understood in English and Spanish. And anyone who doesn't have it where it goes into Spanish, it's useless, because you can't put English and Spanish on your jobber, and you can't have your estimate have everything in English and Spanish. You can't do that because it tells the customers the wrong message. So it all has to be in English, but when you transfer it to a job, it might translate jobber to Spanish, but the line items that say whatever they say, that doesn't translate into Spanish. So we're getting a system to translate the whole entire job into notes in Spanish of exactly what to do. Because if not, every single job, as soon as the guys get there, hey, now, Miss Laura, now please tell me what I'm supposed to do. It's like, man, don't you have some mohos and some eyes? You don't see what the hell No, they don't read it. So you're having to explain to them every freaking job. And it's like, there's got to be a system. There's got to be a way so we don't have to do that anymore. And that's what we're working on. I don't have it figured out, but I will talk to you about that off air, what I've come up with so far. But you guys have like, if you speak Spanish and you're a Spanish worker, and most people can understand this, if you have a company, you are you have a Spanish speaking worker in front of you that's a roofer and has experience getting on roofs, maybe not Christmas lights, but he's comfortable on roofs. That's the guy, and that's the guy you want to train, and you guys have the Spanish training, right?
Yeah. So your entire training program is in English and Spanish. So we can actually set it up. So that way, when you register them, you can register them specifically for your Spanish training program, which means their welcome email will be in Spanish. So the email that they receive to their phone is in Spanish. The app and every install or training video on there is in Spanish. It just, dude, it makes it way easier. To
How do you speak to? Do you have any Spanish workers working for you?
Yeah, but I speak Spanish, so.
Me too. I speak fluent Spanish. Yeah. When did you learn Spanish?
Construction.
It wasn't while you were skateboarding and shit.
Construction. He works in construction.
Oh, construction. Oh, that just makes you automatically speak in Spanish. Speak a little Spanish. Let me hear you. Some Spanish. Let me hear a little bit.
¿Qué quieres escuchar?
You speak Spanish, Laura.
I hear that. I have no doubt.
Pero,
yeah. Tell somebody that they should probably, tell their boss they need to get this stuff so the guys can learn. Let me hear it in Spanish. Pitch it for me. We'll clip this. We'll clip this into a clip.
Dile tu jefe necesita comprar para.
I said, now you're under pressure.
Dile tu jefe, él necesita comprar la Christmas Side Academy para ayudar. Put me on the spot.
I mean, this guy's doing good, right? He's doing good. He's doing good here. Yeah.
Very good, Michael.
Put me on the spot.
Ron is on some kind of something today.
Yeah. No, I said when he comes home, we're going to ask him about his first girlfriend and all that. Yeah.
Hey, well, we're in the Christmas Light Mastermind group. We keep it real, so it is.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, everybody, how you doing? I appreciate all the 8 people listening. Live here at 3:30. 3:30. But yeah, man, the speaking Spanish can really change your business. And we have Brian Graves. Like, hey man, he's so tired of shopping for CRMs. Landscape lighting CRM sucks for lights. I'm in full demo mode this week. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, man. It's the whole thing is like there has to be a better way to refine this process, so I'm not spending all this time doing this or that or whatever it is. Or there has to be something more streamlined, or there has to be a way that these workers can't see my proprietary information as far as being able to call or email or having a record of all the customers that they installed this year. I mean, there's always these little things that you find with your process. You're like, if I could just fix this, that would make life better. But it's a mountain of those things, and hiring, I think, is our number one thing. If I can figure out a way to push play on a marketing program and it just screens them, it just does everything, and they show up, and it's just some kind of something that you can have someone with lesser competency that hasn't been in the business for 10 years, they've only been in the business for 1 year, that they can somehow move this mountain for you. That's what you want, and that you need programs and tools. So like I worked at Walmart. Have you ever worked at Walmart?
No, just shop there.
Okay, just me. All right. So they have training modules, and they're like, okay, so if you're just working here, you have to take the basic, you smile and then you hand them a sticker when they show up and all that. So you go through that training module, and then the other one is like, oh, you want to be a CSM, a customer service manager, and you want to be where the light's on at the register number 5, and then this person comes to help out. So that's this module. And if you want to work at the Tire Lube Express and you want to change people's oil, then you need to go through these 3 modules of changing tires and, and how not to draw, stuff on the back like I got fired for that. And, a people's oil thing. I wrote 4-letter words or something. I don't know, something stupid. And then if you work into the chemical and paper goods aisle, then this is the stuff, the training module you need in addition to. And if you work in the clothing one, here's a training module that you need to learn about the dressing room and different protocols and how we do it. So every single department in Walmart has these training modules, because you look at it, you're like, how in the hell do they find 80 people to work here? And how do they have all these different locations and not this one person is there? How do they scale that and duplicate that? You can only do it through these training modules, is how these big companies do it. And they're in the back room. Home Depot has it too. Every single department has their own training modules that you have to pass before you can work in that department or whatever. And it's really the way that big corporations do business, is through these training modules. And for a small business owner, you don't think of it like that, but there's no way to scale until you implement things like that.
So
on the bigger level.
if you don't mind me adding,
Yeah.
on I think it's module 6 or 7, it's called installation techniques, and we actually dive into specific roles now. So we'll dive into the roof line guy and all the tips and tricks on running lights on the roof, and then we have the ground guy, and like what his job is to basically keep feeding the roof guy everything he needs by doing your installs while he's installing. He's top priority because the faster he's off the roof, the faster we're leaving.
Yeah.
And then we also have like tree guys, someone foliage, so we have different lessons in there with tips and tricks just tailored for those roles. And, eventually we'll grow it even more to maybe a full module. But as of right now, they're just broken down into lessons. But
yeah, I like that because the guy who's doing the roof line and stuff, they don't need to know how to wrap a big tree until you can't find anyone else for your company. You can't find anyone else, and you're like, man, this guy's got to do the tree shit. All right, look, watch this video on the way to the job site. I need to watch this video on the way to the job site. No, you drive and you hold the thing up. I want y'all to watch this YouTube video. How to wrap a tree, and I'm gonna send you one in Spanish. And having those is a good asset because they need a refresher on the way to the job. Or if you get to the job and you have a question, whatever you thought you knew, usually that changes, right, Lauren?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're like, well, I know how to do it. And you're like, okay, it doesn't really matter. Just do this roof line, 150 feet, and then here's how you do the archways and whatever. And then when it comes to the, one of those things, it's like, okay, now you've graduated past that. Watch this on the way there and you'll be a professional in 30 minutes, or something. But other than that, you have to drive your ass out there and do it yourself, and that's just there's no time for that.
There's a really cool thing. So we're getting all of our guys meta glasses. I mean, I probably don't hire nearly as many guys as you do, but we're gonna have a group chat with our installers this year, right? They're all gonna have meta glasses. But the coolest thing is they can call from the glasses and they can hit me up through WhatsApp and I can see from their point of view with whatever questions they got. They don't need to call me or FaceTime.
Get out of here. Get out of here. What are you talking about?
You just told you what he's talking about.
No. The meta glasses, you can get a live feed from them?
Yeah. So you download WhatsApp, right? We'll have a whole installer group. Say they're like, dude, I can't figure out why this GFCI is tripping. They can call me from the glasses on WhatsApp. I'll answer it. And it's their point of view from the glasses. Then I can see like it's me being there. I can literally be like, all right, well,
a live feed to the meta? I didn't know they did that.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I'm going to make a video about it to share more because I think it's going to be a huge game changer.
Dude, if I thought this shit we had a live feed on Facebook. So I'm like just walking around with my glasses and everyone's watching a live feed. I didn't know that you just record it. And then after up to, I think it's 3 minutes now. It used to be 2, but now it's up to 3 minutes. It just turns off, and then later on, you have to upload all these videos. I didn't know that they did a live.
Yeah, so now they can literally just hit the button and be like, hey, call Mike Hefe. And it'll call me, and I'll see their point of view on my phone and be like, what's up? And then we can troubleshoot in seconds,
Wow.
Instead of them holding the phone and trying to FaceTime and like, no, look to the left. And like, no, I'm seeing exactly what they're seeing. Like I'm on the job. So it's going to be a game changer.
Well, we run a business like that too, but not the meta glasses. I have 2 pairs, and every single person that I've had take the pair, they just can't get the thing of just record anything that you're doing. Climbing up the ladder, like, what? There's on this huge ass project that I'm trying to document, and then at the end, you're like, okay, what videos do you have? Well, I got these 2, this one and this. Like, what? Right. The people that work for you are not very good content creators. They're just not. They're
but he's using it for troubleshooting. That's good. But using it for troubleshooting is a good idea. And not get them used to using them.
Yeah, and they translate for you. So if someone's speaking a different language, you can translate it, whatever their language is to you. Have you seen that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so if you get on translating, someone can speak Spanish to you, and then it'll say it, and it'll translate it to English to you. But they also have to have the meta glasses on, so it translates English to Spanish, and then they speak Spanish and translates to English. I've seen that. I mean, I can imagine a world that it wouldn't be a big deal, but we haven't gotten that one yet. We're using Google Chat. So you can just put a video of, hey, I'm on the job site, and then anyone in the company chat can see it and they can answer, jump in on the call. And then since my Spanish is really good with Google Translate, but not very good without it, then I can just, anything they say in Spanish, I can speak back to them in 2 seconds, and it translates it to their language in just 2 seconds. And that's anything. That's how we do our payroll and our group communication is through Google Chat.
That's
But
awesome.
and the reason why I like Google is because, have you ever met like these JC Janowski kind of guys that are like real big iPhone guys? And then if for some reason you have an Android, you're like the butt of somebody's joke or something. You know what I'm talking about?
Every
You know what I'm
day.
talking about?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, oh, you know, they're like, even customers are talking to you like, hey, yeah, okay, you have an iPhone, right? You have an iPhone. Like I guess they want to FaceTime you or, you know, something like that. And he's like, no, I do have an iPhone, but no, I want an you're on an Android. Okay, well, geez, I don't know how to, you know, tell you what to do if that's the decisions you've made in your life. So anyway,
Oh,
Google is a non-device specific. It works with iPhone, it works with Android, and if you're setting up a company system for your workers, you may have an iPhone, but they may have T-Mobile, and they may have a burner phone, or they may have who knows. So having a system that's not specific to any certain device is how we do it. So we use Google Chat, and Google loves translating, and Google works with other Google products now that you have ChatGPT and Google App Scripts. With those two together, with ChatGPT and Google App Scripts, you can pretty much create any damn thing, right?
that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a little pro tip of how we do it, but I'm not going to say that we have it mastered.
Yeah, same here.
But that's how we do our morning meetings. We have, say, about 20, 25 people in our group. And then everyone can see, like, this one did a job, and, oh, man, they just did this job, or they did that job, and everyone can see what everyone's doing. And then when I say, they'll say, hey, I'm done with this job, and they'll show, you know, the pictures of it. And then we'll go into Jobber, and then I'll assign them the next assignment, proprietary information in Jobber, but we communicate through chat, and just keep it on one of my screens, my 3 screens during the season. Google Chat. So that's how we run our company, and then we run everything with big ass whiteboard, a 9-foot wide, 4-foot tall whiteboard that we have all of our crews and stuff, and that's how we mentally say, here's what he's doing next and this, and then we only give them one job at a time. As soon as they're done, we check it, then we give them the next one. Okay, that looks good. Boom, here's the next one, and that's how we do it all day. But AI is helping me. Hopefully, going to help automate that process. But for now, that's what I spend me and Laura spend most of our days doing as far as running crews. You imagine if you have 15 crews, someone's always about to get done with something. And
Yeah.
that's a full-time job. And you're answering the phones with all the customers. And you got Billy just showed up to the warehouse, and, you know, Johnny only wants to speak to you about, you know, materials at the warehouse. And then that's another thing that pulls us in different directions in the season. So those three put together is like, there's got to be a better system that kind of gets some of the shit off my plate. And training people how to install Christmas lights. That you make more money doing that than anything else. Not selling materials, installing the damn things.
Right.
So installing the materials is number one, and anything to get more workers who are competent, that know what they're doing, that represent your business correctly, and that are installing Christmas lights, where all you have to do is, hey boss, we have nothing to do. I need you to sell more jobs, my friend. I can do it. You need to sell them. It is down to selling. That's what I'm really good at. So I would like to keep me focused on selling materials and not telling someone to sell shit. But you know, when you're a business owner, you're pretty much you're everything until you scale. You know, you pretty much every damn thing that the company does. The janitor, copy repairman, you're all that.
Yeah.
Marketing department. You go, can I speak in your shipping and receiving? You're like, shipping and receiving. Yeah, that's me. Yeah. Yeah. What are your receiving hours? You're like, damn, I never thought about receiving hours. I mean, you know, we're here 24 hours a day, just whenever, as soon as possible. Yeah. All right. So ask Mike some questions, Lauren. My mic sounds good to me. I can't believe it doesn't sound
Yeah,
good.
everything's just fine. I think you need to calm down.
Yeah.
What do you think is the biggest takeaway from Christmas Light Academy?
Biggest takeaway is just
Yeah.
adding a system to your business. I think that's the biggest, most simplified thing I could say is just it adds a real onboarding system to your business, so you don't be the bottleneck between your knowledge and the employees. It's packaged up in a video format.
That's good. That's real good.
Yeah.
So tell me about this customization. So you have your way of doing it, but I can have my way of doing it. And then say, for example, we use Jobber, and one thing I need all my workers to do, I need them to upload their pictures into Jobber Notes of where I can see every single ball. If for some reason that we had a misunderstanding with the customer, I don't need to drive to the house and do a count and stuff. There's enough pictures in there I can count from the pictures. If that's what situation dictated. So if I did 185 bulbs, there better be enough pictures that I can put them all together and say, okay, I can count 185, and down that right side, okay, that picture shows it. Okay. That's like something that we personally do, but other people may not do that. But do you have it where you can tailor it like that? Some of the questions and answers and stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. So right now there's basically what it is I have like I call it 80-20. I have about 80% of the foundation built, which, there's 10 modules. It's an introduction, which covers all the stuff about your company, accessories and hardware. What's the other one? I don't want to, I'll just throw it out there. So there's 10 modules, right?
Mm-hmm.
There is the introduction, decoration types, accessories and hardware, job and roof safety, installation techniques, installation day, troubleshooting and repairs, takedown and storage, and then there's 2 more: advanced installer techniques, which is all like POV videos, and then course completion. But to answer the question, there's about 80% of the foundation built, which covers all the materials, things like that. The other 20% is like your morning routine, things like you were asking about the jobber and how you want the end of the day, like the end of the job, how you want that documented, how you label the lights, your reinstall process, your takedown process. So like there's a lot of like things that you can customize in there. So let me explain how it works to give a little bit more clarity. After you would sign up for a custom training program, there's an onboarding process where you have to fill out like 7 to 8 questionnaires. Those questionnaires are what we build your custom videos for. So they ask you all that stuff, like about your CRM and what you want them to do at the end of the day. And with those 7 or 8 videos, we take all that information and build the custom videos for you and add them.
Oh, you build the custom videos?
Yeah. So our framework, if you go to, I can't get you in there. Our framework is
Just
built.
upload it in there. I'll bring it in there. Just upload it, so share it in the screen.
Okay.
I'll pull it right up.
So this will give you.
I got the wire caddy
for 2026. So go get you one, try it out, and when you get one, make a video, tag us on Facebook.
I mean, I got that one.
No, give me 1 second.
Yes, the SBT wire caddy.
Sir, that's that thing is sweet, man. That thing's sweet. It's definitely an upgrade from that one I sent you last year.
No, I couldn't believe that you actually sent it to me. Remember, I was all upset and blaming the UPS driver for stealing my pack. Remember that, man?
Yes. How could I forget?
I was like, I know
All right.
you sent it. Oh, yeah. No, you're going to share it to the screen here. You see the little plus button?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That way you can drive.
All right, that'll work.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. I see Trump's in China.
You said what?
I see Trump is in China right now.
Nice.
They said the number one talk is the tariffs is on the talking agenda, and I'm like, hopefully we get some good news, man, on tariffs. That'd be nice. In our industry, that's the first time I ever seen any kind of political thing affect our business. The tariffs were like, it was like the conversation piece for like a year now. And,
Yeah, it was a big.
hopefully they get some relief because that's been great. Here we go, Rand. Hopefully we get some good news. Anyway.
All right, so once somebody like signs up to get a free preview of their training program, this is where they would land.
Okay.
But I just want to show you a video here because these are how the videos are built, and they are built using AI. So we build the script, we make the pictures, we package it all together. And the reason is because the following year, if you want to add in new videos, change things, make edits, the new videos that we add in the following year aren't going to feel out of place. Like it's not like a high production training program. And then the next year you try to record new videos and then put them in, they just won't match the same. So that's pretty much why we build these videos the way we do.
Okay.
In this lesson, we're talking about C7 and C9 light bulbs. Your goal is to know what they are, what color options you might see, where they're commonly used, and how to keep them separated and labeled. Let's start with the size difference. C7 and C9 are bulb sizes. C9 is the larger bulb, the job, and keep everything consistent. Now let's talk about color options. The common colors you'll see are warm white, bright white, multicolor, and sometimes themed coloring and labeling. Bulbs often come in large cases, and inside are smaller bags. The key is simple. Keep each color in.
So overall, that just gives you an idea of how it's put together.
Yeah.
As far as, the video onboarding, it's very educational, a lot of pictures, a lot of text to speech. And the good thing is we can put it all into Spanish, so it goes more into depth than that. Like I said, there's a whole module with just POV videos of installs, like putting C9s on roof lines, installing flower beds, wrapping trees, things like that.
You hear that, though?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what we've been missing. So we need to incorporate this into our business.
Obviously.
So
Yeah.
when do you tell them? Like when you're thinking someone might be ready to work for you, that's when you let them do it, or you see if they're smart enough to at least get past that, or what?
No, I mean pretty much once they're hired, man. I mean once
As
they're
soon as you give them a chance, then they're watching that.
yeah, exactly. If they don't work
And
out,
it's only 4 hours, right?
Yep, exactly. And there's a reason for that. You don't want to burn them out. Most people don't have an attention span nowadays. So most of the videos are a minute and a half to 3 minutes. This is all kind of strategic. You try to put somebody to watch a 10-minute video about wrapping a tree. By minute 3, dude, they're going to be like, all right, is this shit over
Fast
yet?
forward.
They're skipping through it for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
thumbing through it.
It's onboarding, man. They need to get out in the field and learn it. But if you can lay the foundation, dude, they're going to be way better off.
I like it, dude. I like it. When you come into H-Town?
I don't know.
Not a good answer. I'm not happy with that answer. Yeah, when you come into H-Town, we have something in September. It'd be probably super busy in September, huh?
September's aren't usually. I mean, we're getting ready.
When do you get started?
October 1st.
I know. So we always do ours the last weekend before October 1st. So either like the next day or two is October 1st. So I think this year maybe it's Tuesday or something. October 1st.
I haven't looked that far in advance.
So it's always the weekend right before October. So that's the last time that you possibly can get my attention. That's, me or
It's a Thursday.
have one
this year.
final conversation before the season starts. That's the last opportunity, the latest I possibly can even think about hanging out with you is that Friday and Saturday before October 1st. But we've already been installing all September.
Oh,
With
wow.
a couple people, but then like our major crews, they all start October 1st. And that's when we do our second wave of like everyone. But we hire our office people start usually in September 1st is when our office team starts, and we'll have 1 or 2 workers will start in September 1st. And then all the workers start October 1st, and that's when you're asking us to be ready to go, no bullshitting around, every day's money, Do not put off to tomorrow what you can do today. This burns my ass every single year when people are like thinking that, well, it's not busy yet. Why can't we be off at 5? And then when things get busy, then they don't get it. They don't understand what it is. It's like, when I hired you, I said, can you work till 10 o'clock at night? Another question I ask people is, how long can you make it before you receive your first paycheck? Can you make it till Friday? Because I don't want to day labor. And another one is, when you realize that this is the hours and this is the commitment, 6, maybe 7 days a week, and these are the hours, don't say yes to me. I want you to go home to your wife or whoever you got, and I want you to ask their permission. And I want you to bounce it off of them and make sure that they say that they are okay with you working these hours. Because don't come at me saying that you want to get paid by Friday, or I didn't be paid today because I don't have gas money to come tomorrow. We already talked about that. And don't tell me, oh, my wife really needs me for this and this. We already talked about that too.
Right.
She said that she was okay with you working these hours, Jose. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear about it. And so once you get those things out of the way and all the tough questions out of the way, then it's like, you know what? We're not working till 10 tonight. We're going to be off at 5. But you don't want the guys thinking that they're going to work till 5 and then maybe magically something's going to happen, because it's only going to happen to you and they're not going to care. I want people working till 10 o'clock at night, October 1st, every night. And people, well, I was just going to do it tomorrow. Whenever someone says that, what do we do, Lord?
She laughs.
Say, no, well, if you want to quit the job, I'm going to send someone else over there to finish it tonight. It's getting finished tonight. We're not doing it tomorrow. You don't put off till tomorrow. You can't make today's money tomorrow. Tomorrow has its own money to make. If you don't want to do it today, someone will come make your money. We only pay one crew, and the crew who finished the job. Not like, well, I got the whole entire job done except for this really hard part that takes a set of nuts to do this part over here. I cannot pay another person to come fix it and just give them whatever those amount of feet are. It's just not going to work. Only one person gets paid, and you got to finish the job. That's why our rule system, our 3 rules, right there. Safeties are number 3 concern.
Safety's number 3.
Safeties are number 3 concern here. Yeah. What's our 3 rules?
I don't care how you get the job done.
No. Number one. The number 1 rule is get the job done. Okay. Get everything out of your head. Get the job done. That's number 1. Number 2 is it's a short season. Your family is depending on you to make money. So you need to work as much as you can and make this money while you can. Okay. That's number 2. Number 3 is there's a lot of different ways of doing this. Okay. Installing Christmas lights. Just make sure the way that you do it is a safe way. Okay. That's the 3 rules that we tell everyone. And we have a whole kingdom bylaws, and if Chick-fil-A can have a bunch of people that are smiling and happy and stuff, like if Chick-fil-A can do it, why couldn't the Christmas light company do it? Tom Brady steps on the field of the Super Bowl and he gives his people a talk before he walks onto the field about legacy. We're not playing for this. We're playing for the name that's on your back of your shirt, your family name. You're representing your family out there, and this is about legacy. And we teach about that on employee onboarding. But when you translate it to Spanish, like, who's Tom Brady? I don't know the Tom Brady, I'm my friend. So we have to probably switch it to a soccer reference, but
Probably.
Football. But anyway, those are the things that we tell them when we hire people, right, Larry? Yeah, but get the damn job done, man. Don't be this guy that puts off something to tomorrow. That is a killer of success. Procrastination in this industry.
Facts.
Right. So if you want to get this training, onboarding something, stop putting it off, stop procrastinating, get that shit today, get that stuff set up, get ready for that, and get moving, because that's the business that we're in. If you have to stop and think about it and take a bunch of times to make a decision, this industry is going to be very difficult for you, and you're going to learn a lot of hard lessons, because more is lost in indecision than the wrong decision. It's just not making a decision is you'll lose more from that, I think. All right, Laura, drive them home. I've had too much caffeine. I've had too much caffeine. I'm all over the freaking place today.
I got the gems today, though.
Yo, I'm sitting here like overly caffeinated. My electrician probably left. Who knows? We're hooking up water heaters. We're hooking up AC units. We got a bunch of big construction project going on here. That's what the off season is. A bunch of customers calling, trying to figure out what they're doing this Christmas. That's what the off season is. But we're trying to catch the beach. We're trying to go to down somewhere we can ride the side by sides, like people who rednecks with paychecks or whatever it's called. We're trying to get that stuff going, but it's always Christmas, man. It's always awesome talking to someone who's in the Christmas business and who's trying to advance the Christmas industry in a positive way.
Exactly.
I'll say that, and that seems like that's what you're doing, right?
That is the goal, man. If I can
add value. Yeah, where is that ChatGPT? Did it ever come up with the top 10 list?
I don't know. But if you'd like to get
No.
keep clicking on stuff.
No, I'm sick of it.
So if you'd like to get Christmas Light Academy, you go to christmaslightacademy.com and get signed up with Michael.
Thank you, Laura.
You're welcome.
Okay. Michael Carey, number 6 in this list. I'll share it right here. So let's go here. It's probably just because it's asking me, but it's like, okay, so Christmas Light Installer Business, Christmas Expo, that's that place. That's like a small mini. That's not really a Christmas thing, right? Christmas Expo. They do that. That's in Kentucky, I thought it was.
That's interesting.
Yeah, but then number 2, Christmas Contractors USA, and then Christmas Decor Franchise. I don't even think they're even doing that anymore. Christmas Light Installers Master, whatever that is, and then and then Michael Carey, the Christmas Light Academy. That's for beginner installer education, simple systems, foundation learning, and helping newer people understand the basics. I would rank him as useful for someone trying to get started, but I would not put him above larger systems or trainers with deeper operational warehouse, commercial, and crew scaling experience. ChatGPT just doesn't know what's going on yet. We have to lace it up. But yeah, no, I asked it the other day. I said I want a list of the best Christmas light trainer in all of the whole entire country. I just thought it would say like maybe Jason Diamond or just to see what it would say. And then it like said Matt Hayden, and then it was the core group, and then it was Jason Guyman, and then it said Michael Carey. And I was like, damn, this dude is number 4 on the list of the top 10 best Christmas light trainers in the country. You were like number 4. I was like, holy shit, I should have screenshotted that. Yeah, that's pretty super cool, bro. And even now it has you at number 6.
And we don't even teach how to start a Christmas light business. You know, that's the coolest part about it.
I know. It's like, this is crazy. But yeah, it's like Michael Carey. Go figure. So yeah, man, I wish you nothing but the best, man. And if you're in the Houston, Texas area, man, you have to stop by.
I have to, man.
Some of that southern hospitality.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You got to come to Kingdom Christmas Lights.
Yeah, and then we're gonna we'd like to put you guys on the Mastermind, because you know, like whenever like 10 people or 20 people join, it does like a welcome message. Remember last year we had the different people that we recommend people buy from. Well, I took that off for the off season, whatever. But we'll definitely have the Christmas Light Academy will be on this year. And so we'll just, we don't even need an affiliate link. I don't do it for that kind of stuff. I just do it to support my friends and the people who I think are people that you should be connected with in the business, because let's be honest, it gets real cliquish.
It does.
It gets real cliquish. All right. Well, look, he has a job, Lauren. He's going to get fired if we don't get it. This will be the first. He said he's never been fired, so you never should have said that, because it might be today. Are you working right now?
No, I left early to be
Oh,
here.
you left early. Oh, okay. I thought you took vacation or something.
No, unfortunately not, man. I gotta keep the money rolling in, man. Stay
Yeah, baby.
Right.
Yeah, baby. Let's do it. Okay. Well, any final words, man? We can clip this one little thing, and I'm gonna give you the whole thing. What's the final word?
Stage. Let's go have a great Christmas light season 2026.
And then you want to say something about Christmas Light Mastermind and how great it is and stuff like that.
Christmas Light Mastermind group is the #1 group in the Christmas light industry. If you're not in it, go get in it.
Yeah, and then all right, Laura. And then Laura, do one for the Christmas Light Academy. Let's
Okay.
hear one, Laura.
All right. So if you need help with your onboarding and teaching your employees how to install Christmas lights, wrap trees, put up foliage, to go check out ChristmasLightAcademy.com.
Yeah, that's the Christmas Light Academy.
ChristmasLightAcademy.com.
Yeah, because I posted on the Facebook wrong. I put Christmas Light Academy, and then I went to tag it, and then it was like the Christmas Light Academy, not just any
capital
academy.
THE.
The Christmas Light Academy.
The Christmas Light Academy.
Oh yeah, man! Thanks for being a good sport, man, and talking about. I didn't know that you had all those troubles in high school and stuff like that, like me. I didn't realize we had that in common. I think most successful people didn't take high school very seriously.
I agree, bro.
I mean, I swear. I mean, like, I don't want the kids to take that example, but you know, you force yourself to learn the hard way, and that's a decent way to learn.
Yeah.
I mean,
most people do it in their late 20s and they wait too long and they can't get back out of it, you know. So
yeah, well, we'll compare war stories some other time, but yeah, word 100 on that one. So that's all I got, Laura. That's all you got. All right, brother. Hey, I appreciate you, man. You've been a great sport. And
Yes, sir.
remind us to come on next Wednesday. We're going to have Matt Stack, the construction worker he uses the F word every now and then. We're going to have Matt Staton talking about Strander, the new updates in Strander this year. Catch up with him. We'll ask him about his first girlfriend in high school. That was probably back in the Flintstone days. He's a little older than us. So we'll catch up with him next Wednesday. But hey, I appreciate you, man. And this is the Christmas Light Installers Mastermind with our buddy Michael